So depends on method in TestNG. So here the name itself, we can say that it depends upon something. So here the term we are using, which is nothing but depends on method. Depends on method is nothing but it is depending on one method. So it is all about the condition. My screen is not visible. Okay, depends on method. So depends on method means, so it depending upon one method where condition based validation will be happened using TestNG framework. Till now we discussed about the concept of priority. Now we have the concept called depends on method. It depends upon something. Let's say for example, you need to perform a transaction. Suppose you need to transfer a money from your account to some other account. If you want to transfer, first you need to log into the application. Once you're logged in, then only you can make the transfer, and then you can log out from the application. If you want to transfer money directly without login, is it possible? Means no, it's not possible. Means to validate such type of activity, we are depending upon one functionality. Like to transfer the money, first you need to log in. Means login successful, then only transfer will get successful. If transfer will be successful, then only log out from the application. Like that, you are creating dependencies between one method and another method. So which is nothing but the concept of depends on method. Let us see one sample program so that you'll be able to understand what is actual means of depends on method. It is still being pen. Yeah. So here I have created a project. So last session I have designed a program like this. Yeah, using before test, before method, test, after test annotation. So now let us create a program. Let us create a program, new depends program. So I don't change anything, just I want to use the same program where I'll change the annotation for this. So to get output, we need to have at the test annotation in every case. Let us remove this unwanted import statements, unused import statements. So here depends on method is equals to, I'm going to mention first step. I'm going to mention second step. Srilata and Vidya, you can unmute your mic and you can just talk. So is it visible or not?
Yes, it's visible now. Now it is visible.
But there is a lot of disturbance, right? So because I don't have power over here, so that is the reason network is also very slow, because I have connected it from my mobile. So due to that reason, it is having some problem, but we'll see. So anyhow, we wrote one program here where I have mentioned depends on method keyword, depends on methods keyword, where if this particular method is wants to execute, then it depends upon first step. Means if first step is going to be executed, then only this method will be executed. If this method is failed, then it will not be executed. Just for our reference, I am going to execute this one. Anyways, I am going to show you how to design this program in next session also, because I won't depend upon this one. Third step depends non-consistent method, second step. See here, this action belongs to test one annotation. This action belongs to after test annotation. Here there are 5 passed cases. One is fifth, first, fourth, second, and third, because it has been executed randomly. It has not been executed in a order because we haven't mentioned any priority over here. That is the reason it executed randomly. But if you observe this one, if you want to execute this second step method, you are depending upon first step method. Suppose if I'm going to remove this one, what will happen? Let's see. I'm going to mention this name as first steps. So I'm going to save this one and I'm executing this one. See what is the output for this. The action belongs to before test annotation, and then first step only executed. After, the remaining steps will not get executed. Why? Because whatever the step that you have been mentioned, it is not matched with this output. Let's say, for example, I'm going to remove this semicolon. So even though I removed this semicolon, I want to execute this one. Let's see what will happen. Here, there are so many issues with this. It depends upon the first step method, but in the first step method, there are a lot of issues. That is the reason the next test will not be executed. Means you are depending upon something, means first the dependent method should get executed, then only the next step will be executed. So depends upon method is a simple keyword where it depends upon the required methods what you have been mentioned in the program. Non-consistent method, second step. Oh, S is in uppercase. This should be small. Guys, did you understand or any questions? Ramkoti garu. Srilata garu, any questions from your end?
No, sir.
So are you
Understood,
clear?
sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, fine. So here depends upon method is the concept where you are going to have depending upon previous methods and random manner. Here you can use the program or you can create the program by using the combination of priority as well as depends upon method. So here the depends upon method, it completely depends upon what type of method that you have been selected, whether that method is going to be executed or not. If that method executed, then obviously the next sequential methods will be executed, otherwise the sequential methods will not get executed. That is the main thing that we need to discuss on depends on method. So here the next important concept is how to read the data from the Excel document and how to write the data to our automation script, which is nothing but the concept of parameterization, which is very important concept. Before discussing about that concept, we have 3 pending items, because one is first, let me list down what is the pending items in this TestNG drop down list, selecting value. Second thing is WebDriver wait commands. Third one is read and write the data from the Excel documents. Fourth one is executing the scripts using parameterization. So these 4 things are very important. Anyhow, I'll discuss all these 4 things in the next session, because I can complete with this network, because there is a lot of fluctuations in this network and all those things due to this power drop, due to this power cut. So let us wait for tomorrow session, so that I'll have all these 4 things to be completed by tomorrow or Wednesday. From Wednesday onwards, it is for our part to practice everything, and let me know if you have any questions while doing TestNG. And after that, I'm going to start with Cucumber.